Water.
That's right. That's right. And remember, you need electrolytes too.
You do. You do.
That doesn't mean just drink a bunch of junk.
I don't think there's any electrolytes in Kool-Aid, people.
Unless he jumps through your wall.
Somebody's going to fact check me. Oh, yeah.
Running with Maverick and Wolfman. Hey guys, if you're new to the show, welcome to the podcast. It's about running, it's about fitness, exercise, about being a busy person, a busy parent, having a lot going on in your life, but still finding time to get in shape. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Maverick here.
Wolfman here. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, the big one, YouTube. When you find us on YouTube, please consider subscribing, and we can keep bringing great stuff like this to you.
Absolutely.
All right. So, Maverick, the big question that I have for you: why did you quit drinking?
It's a great question, and it was recently asked to me, and I started thinking about it, Wolfman. No one ever says, "Why did you start drinking?" Right? Which is like actually pretty great. Like we should start asking people that, like, why did you start? And like no one would have an answer because it's just something that we do, right? It just happens, and you start, and then you don't even know, you don't think about it, right? Well, there's a number of reasons why I've had patients quit in the past. There's a number of reasons for me for why I quit drinking. We're going to kind of dive into this, but basically one of the coolest things that I've noticed so far is that my health is better. My sleeping is better. Things have improved dramatically fast. And I stopped drinking back in March. So only a few months. And today, if I run today, Wolfman, it will be the first time that I've run 8 days in a row in probably like over a decade.
Nice. It's a hot one out there too. So.
Well, wait a minute. Remember that I do own a treadmill.
Oh, that's right.
I have 24/7 access to my treadmill, and that's where I will be on this scorcher of a day.
No, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. So why did you quit drinking?
Okay, so like I said, number of reasons. Now, we are both 40 at this point. So it's probably wise to start having some better practices in life, I would say. Wouldn't you?
Yes, you are probably correct. It's probably a good idea to change some habits.
So, for me, there was a number of things. I was trying to, for one, be healthier, which it definitely has made an improvement in that. Number two, sleeping. It has improved my sleep. I'm less tired when I get up. My mood's better. I was getting kind of angry there at times, short-tempered. It's improved that as well. There's just a number of reasons that I did it, but then also a number of things that have improved dramatically since I stopped drinking in March. One of the coolest things, we just got back from our vacation not too long ago, and I'm usually really tired after driving, especially at night, a far distance. And I was like energized, ready to go. Like, didn't even have to like take a break. I just started taking some stuff out of the car, and then was relaxing while everyone else was worn out. And that was a humongous change. I don't remember the last time that I felt good after a long drive, to be honest with you.
That's wild. So, do you think it's the quality of your sleep or the length of the sleep or both or
I have to admit, I have not really lengthened my sleep that much. Some days I do get a little bit more, but I still don't get what would be a typical
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
night's rest.
So you think it's more the quality that improves?
Yeah, for sure. Like for example, like my dog just got like an infection, and he's been on antibiotic, and just he's not been sleeping too well, so he's been waking me up at like randomly weird times and stuff like that. So that's like another thing. Like that's definitely I haven't like gotten to the point of having like the traditional sleep to compare it to, uh, but I definitely feel better when I get up. When I have to go do something early in the morning, it's easier to get going for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think it has improved your exercise?
Absolutely, 100%. So for me, like back in the day when we were in college and competitive runners, even after college, drinking was only a weekend thing. It was when, after a race on a Saturday, 1 day a week, it was very, very controlled, very regimented. Um, and then, you get older and things start happening and it's like, oh, have a glass of wine. Hey, way to see, way to, you're over someone's house and they're like, here, have a beer, and then you kind of have these like random drinks at random times. Uh, and that would make me tired. That would make me not be able to exercise afterwards. What I found now is that I can exercise at any time of the day. Like whenever I have a little opening, I can jump on a treadmill or I can go out for a run or I could do something else. And it's great because there's no limitation. Before, when I would have a drink or two, then I would not exercise. I do have to watch still what I'm eating and how I'm eating, but it's definitely more options.
Sure, sure. Now, do you find? Let me think how to word this one. So I know that when I have a few brews, I will eat a bunch of Doritos or chips or you tend to eat while
No
you're
one does that.
drinking.
That does not
Um,
happen. You eat carrots and celery when you drink alcohol.
uh, do you find your snacking has decreased as well, or
Okay, so I have
just
to be I have to
just
be
mainly?
crystal clear on this. I still have uh, non-alcoholic beer, so I still drink that, which has either zero point 0.0 or it's like 0.5 or something like that percent. So it's very very trace amount. So I still drink those, but I find that I drink less of them. Okay, so I'll only have like one or two once in a while. Um, but it doesn't affect me with the snacking like you just said. So I'll have that, and then I'll of course, if my wife's having a charcuterie board or something like that, of course I'm gonna eat that. I'm still hungry. I mean, I'm exercising more than I was, so I'm even hungrier than I was. So I'm definitely gonna eat what's there, but I'm reaching less for junk food because with this whole transition, I'm getting more into being healthy and exercising, and it's making me have more drive to exercise, be healthy. I started looking at races again to try to get in there to compete. So it's kind of changing a lot of things for me that I didn't expect. I just thought that there'd be like no real impact at all. I thought, I don't drink that much. It won't matter at all. But it really has made a big difference for me.
Yeah. No, I mean I think it's great, and I think you're absolutely right. I know every time my brother and I have tried to cut back some weight, we always started with cutting back on the drinking and cutting back on sugar and stuff like that in our coffee, milk, all that kind of stuff. So, we both tend to drink it black and cut back, and then, yeah, you just start losing weight and gaining fitness and feels good. So, did you sign up for something?
So here's the beauty of it. I looked at okay, so I was talking with somebody, another runner that we actually ran with at that 10 miler last year. not on purpose. He just happened to be in, and we were in it, and saw him there. But I was talking with him, and he was telling me about this like really difficult course that he runs. It's like this. I shouldn't say course. It's a race series. It's basically up a mountain, like a ski slope, and it sounds awesome, but it's just too quick. But the fact that I was so interested in that is a really good sign. So what I'm thinking is start looking at some upcoming races, pick some things, and at worst case, if I can't find what I'm looking for, I'm just going to hit the track, time myself, create my own little individual event, and then build on that. The goal is still a half coming up, Wolfman. Not a full though.
Not a full. Well, the wine glass half marathon.
Oh, I knew it. I got messages about this already today.
It is 80% filled. So if you want to sign up, the link is in our Facebook page.
For the listeners, what date is it again?
That this year is October 5th, I do believe.
That's the half?
That's the half and the full. If that's a Sunday. And I believe the 5K would be the day before.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure because I might complete the half before that. That's what I
like it.
Leaning towards actually getting this done before that. That's pretty far out. So with the pace that I'm on right now, like I said, I'm on 8 days. This will be the 8th day in a row. Also, this is pretty cool. What I've done recently is not gone to sleep until I complete a run.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea to help keep you motivated.
But I'm not doing what I used to do, which is like, oh, I have to run for an hour or something like that. It's whatever I can get done that day. So some days are longer, some days are shorter. It's whatever I can do. Now, obviously, if you're running in some kind of crazy weather where it's 100 degrees, 100% humidity, you want to adjust your run for that. Either break it up, run different times of the day, but you want to make sure you're hydrated in this summer that we just started.
Water.
That's right. That's right. And remember, you need electrolytes too.
You do. You do.
That doesn't mean just drink a bunch of junk.
I don't think there's any electrolytes in Kool-Aid, people.
Unless he jumps through your wall.
Somebody's going to fact check me. Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that commercial where he jumped through the wall and all that stuff was all the debris was in his whatever it was, a mug or whatever. Pitcher. I think he was a pitcher.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid man. He's a pitcher. A pitcher of Kool-Aid. Oh, man. Maybe they'll sponsor our show.
Not after that. Do you have any more questions?
We got sidetracked on Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
How did you just cold turkey do it? Or did you scale back? Or
no. So
just switched over to the NA or what?
I just stopped cold turkey. Now, once again, I wasn't drinking every single day, so I don't have like withdrawal effects. But
right.
There's definitely, like, when you first start, especially if you're someone that drank on a regular basis, there's definitely that tendency to want to have a drink, especially with whatever the routine was that you had. So if you were like Saturday at 5 o'clock, you had to have a drink. If that's what you were doing, like, you're going to have that urgency to have that pattern. That's where the NA really helps, because a non-alcoholic is there. You can have that, and then you're not going to have all those effects of the alcohol. So that really helped when, like, my wife and I would go out for something or be around people that are drinking. So if I want to have a drink, I can have one, but it's not the same as what they're having. Yeah. And then it's weird because initially you have that craving, but after a little bit of time, it tends to subside. And like at this point, I'm not really interested, which is bizarre to think about, but I know what it feels like to have it and to not have it. And I'm like, wow, it's such a difference. Like, it's nice to be able to wake up, not feel groggy and tired and moody and all those kind of things. Like, I still need a coffee, especially when I get up after lack of sleep, but it's just not the same feeling, and I can get my day going quicker. And it opens a lot of opportunity, like I said, to exercise at different times of the day as well.
Right.
It's an adventure, man. Life's an adventure, as it
It
should
really
be.
is. Life happens every day. Enjoy it.
Guys, we're going to wrap the show up there today. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for supporting the show. If you have any questions about me or Wolfman's adventure that we're on or about the show, please send a email to runningwithMaverickandWolfman@yahoo.com. Thanks
Yes.
for listening.
Yes. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. And again, consider subscribing on YouTube. That is the big one. And tell your friends and have them subscribe as well. The thumbs up. That's what we're looking for.
All right, guys, keep working out. Get your exercise in, get your runs in. Until next time, Maverick and Wolfman running out.